Hey everybody, it's Gail, and today I have this capelet to show you. I will bring it in for a close-up in a moment. This is the Wheatfield Cabled Capelet by Bonnie Barker. It was in Interweave Crochet Fall 2019. Bonnie Barker has written an entire book on crochet cables, and boy does it show. And I mean that as a huge compliment, because this thing put me to work. And that's not as common as it used to be. So I made this. You use worsted weight yarn and an H hook. This is made out of Queensland's collection recycled tweed. And I found that yarn at the Mad Knitter in Springfield, Missouri. And that was a great little shop. I would love to go back. I probably will the next time I am in town. And I will link to the Mad Knitter website down in the basement so you can go check out what they have. They have a lot of brands I hadn't heard of before, which is always great. I love when that happens, where you go into a yarn shop and you get to find yarns you've never played with before. So hence, much like this one. So the actual construction of the overall garment is very easy. So you start up here at the neck, you work your way down, making these cables as you go, and you work down, 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 and then on the last several inches, you work a cable pattern all the way across to get this bottom trim. And once you've done that, you then attach yarn at the collar, work the collar, so no sewing of any parts of the actual fabric, which is great. You then sew on whatever your fastenings are. And I got these on Amazon, and I picked them because they were the aesthetic I wanted to go for, because they were similar to what was in the pattern photo, and I really like those. But then also, they came pre-punched, so my hand sewing for once looks very, very neat, because I had holes to follow. And so that is the basic construction. Now, let's talk about these cables. Or as I was calling them while I was working on them, let's talk about these fucking cables. Bonnie's instructions are excellent. I cannot stress enough. I think the pattern is very, very, very good. Once again, my inability to fully picture things bit me right in the ass, because you have to work a front post back stitch triple crochet, which sounds like nonsense, but it's not. What it means is that you make the first two cables, and then the second set of cables you work behind the first two cables. Unlike with cables I've worked before, where you work the first two cables and then the second set of cables just lays right on top of it. And it was a challenge for me, and I ended up I didn't find a video of the exact stitch. I did find a video of someone showing how to do treble crochets from behind for cabling purposes, or like it makes the honeycomb shape. And that helped a lot to understand like how my hook was supposed to move and where I was supposed to put it in and all of that sort of thing. If I can find that video again, I will add it to the links in the basement so that you can see it as well, if you, like me, do not think visually. And so it was a bit of a struggle, but it was really worth it, because one, I love it. It looks amazing. But also, like, I don't have a lot of things that make me have to stop and work a little slower these days. Even when I'm working vintage patterns, once I get the stitch down, I'm good to go. And so it was interesting to work on this and really enjoy it, but also really have to watch myself. It was, it kind of took me back to when I was like, you know what, I want to be better at this. I'm going to learn more stuff. So, I got to learn more stuff. The results are this cape that I love and I have worn a couple of times already. By the way, this took about 3.5 skeins of that Queensland tweed. If you're going to grab it to make this, it has a bunch of different colorways. And I know it's rare to see me make anything beige, but I had bought the tweed for a different project. That project was causing me problems for similar stitch reasons, hilariously. And so I have a try it twice and fuck off rule where I will start a project. If I goof, I will go back. I will start again. If I goof for a second time very quickly, that project gets put on the back shelf for a little while so that I don't try to force my way through something that is going to frustrate me more than I'm going to enjoy making it. So finding this pattern and being able to get through the frustration of the cabling stitches was very nice. And once I got my rhythm going, I was good to go. I did have a few places where I had clearly, like right here, you notice how this is crisscrossed and pretty and this is just post stitches? Yeah, that happened more than once on more than one cable. And I didn't realize it until I was about here. And I wasn't going back. I was not frying out that much work when I could just keep going and have a finished project with like a few mistakes, but so be it. Actually, as I'm talking, I'm noticing there's another patch back here like that. But also, if you're close enough to me to see those mistakes, you're close enough to me to hear me to tell you to mind your business if you point them out. So, yeah. So that is this capelet. I will link to the pattern on the Interweave website. And as always, I like to remind you that patterns on Interweave cost $8. And a month of like membership plus on the Interweave website costs $10. And with that membership, you can download all the patterns you want for free. Do with that information what you will. Gail, are you ever going to stop reminding us? No, I am not. They set up that situation themselves, so might as well put it to good use. Yeah, that's it. The pattern was very well written. Everything I thought was a mistake was a me problem, not a pattern problem. Adventures in cabling, I guess. As always, if you enjoy what I do here, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, all of that fun stuff, and I will see you when I see you.